SBA Publications.
Our next alphabet is letter G and G sound G. G sound G. Look and say aloud. G says grapes. G says God. G says gift. G for grapes, sour and sweet. Say the sound G, G, G. And now we have to do the writing practice. Here we have, first we draw a curve, then sleeping line, then standing line. Here we have our letter G. Now we will do the practice with crayon. A big curve and sleeping line and standing line. Clear? In the same way, we will draw the small g, curve, then standing line, then curve. Okay, in this manner, your letter G is also completed. Now we have your letter H. H sound, H. H sound, H. And here we have H says hen, H says hammer, H says hat. H for hen, sit on her nest. Say the sound H, H, H. Let's practice. First, we will draw here standing line, sleeping line. Okay? And now you will do the crayon practice. Standing line, sleeping line, standing line. And here we have small h, standing line, curve, then complete it. Okay? And in this manner, your letter H is also completed. Now we have your letter I. I love to eat yummy ice cream. I sound I. Yes, I says ice cream. I says ink. I says igloo. I for ice cream. Anyway I want. Say the sound I, I, I. Now we have the writing session. Sleeping line and standing line and sleeping line. Here we have our letter I. And here we will do the practice with crayon. Standing line and our letter I is complete. Now we will draw small I, standing line and dot. Clear? And in this way, your letter I is also completed. Now we have letter J. J says Joker, जो आप सभी को हंसाता है ना? J says juice. J says jackal. J for joker. Have some fun. Say the sound J, J, J. So now we have the writing session, and we will first draw sleeping line, then standing line, then curve. And here we have our letter J. Now we will do the crayon practice here. And in this way we are able to draw letter J. Now we have the small j. First we will draw here and then we will complete it. Okay, and your letter J is also complete. Now we have your letter K, and first we read this. K sound, K, 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 kite, K, K, knife, K, K, king. K for kite, fly up in the sky. Kite जो है वो sky में fly करती है ना. Say the sound, K, K, K. So K का sound क्या हुआ? K. Let's practice. Standing line and one slanting line and another slanting line. In this way, we have completed the writing session. Now we will do the practice with crayon. Standing line and slanting line and slanting line. In this way, we have completed our capital K. Now we are going to draw small k. Standing line, slanting line and slanting line. Clear? In this way, we have completed our letter K. Now we have letter L. L says lion, the king of jungle. So here we have lion. L says lion. L says log. L says lemon. Log means जो ट्री होता है, ट्री का एक बहुत बड़ा सा बीच में जो वुड का होता है कैसे स्टेम, थिक स्टेम जो होता है उसको हम लॉग कहेंगे. ठीक है. L for lion, king of the forest. Say the sound l, l, l. So L sound l. Now let's do the writing practice here. It's very easy. Standing line and sleeping line, and the thing is completed here. So here we have standing line and sleeping line. Okay, and the thing has been completed. Next we have small l, simple standing line. Okay, in this way we are moving towards your next alphabet, that is M. M says monkey, and monkey is very naughty animal. And M sounds M. M sounds M. M, M, monkey. M, M, mop. And M, M, mushroom. Okay, so here we have letter M for the practice. First we will draw one standing line, then slanting line, again slanting line and standing line. In this way we can complete our letter M here. Now we have crayon practice. Standing line and slanting line and slanting line, and here we have letter M in capital form. Now we will draw it in small form. Curve, then straight, curve, then straight. Okay, in this manner your letter M is also complete. Now we are moving towards your letter N, and N says nest, and the sound of N will be N. N sounds N. N, N, nest. N, N, notebook. N, N, nose. And now we have the writing practice. Standing line, then slanting line, then slanting line, and here we have our letter N. Now we are going to do the writing practice here. Standing line and slanting line, then standing line again, and in this manner we have completed our letter N. Now we will do it in small form. Curve, then straight. Okay? And here we have completed your alphabet N. Now we will learn letter O. O. O sounds O. O sounds O. 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 Owl. O. O. Onion. O. O. Oven. O for owl. Olden. Twice. Say the sound O. 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 Now let's practice with me. Letter O. And it will be simply a big circle, as we can say. Letter O. And now we will do the crayon practice. I hope that you enjoying your crayon practice. And here we have small O. So O sound O. Next letter we have your letter P. And P sounds P. P sounds P. 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 Parrot. P. P. Peacock. P. P. Pencil. And now we will do the writing practice of letter P. It will be standing line first of all, then curve. Okay? And now we will do the crayon practice, standing line and curve. Next we have the small p, standing line and curve. Okay? In this manner we will complete our letter P. Now we have letter Q. Q sounds quack. Q sounds quack. Quack, quack, queen. Q sound quiver. Q sounds quilt. And here we have the writing practice. So we will do here circle and one slanting line, and in this way we have completed our writing practice. Now we are moving towards our crayon practice, and it will be complete circle. Then in this way we will move the crayon. Right? Now we have small cube. First we will draw one standing line and then curve. Okay? And in this way we have completed our letter Q. Now we have letter R. R sounds R. 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 Rabbit. R. R. Rocket. R. R. Rainbow. R for rabbit, little and cute. Say the sound R, R, R. Now here we have the writing practice. First we will draw one standing line, then curve, then slanting line, and in this manner our letter L is completed. Now we will do the crayon practice. Standing line, then curve, then slanting line. Clear? And here we have standing line, then curve. Okay? Now we have letter S. S sounds S. S sound S. Yes. Ship, snake and spoon. Ship, snake and spoon. S for ship. Dip, dip, dip. Say the sound S, S, S. Okay? Now we have the writing practice here. Curve, and here we go for the second curve. In this way we have completed our letter S. And Now we will do the writing practice, and it will be S and yes, it has been completed now. Okay, one more S I am trying here for you so that you will not feel it difficult. In this way, slowly you have to do the practice. Clear? Now we are moving towards your letter T. T sound. T. T. Oh, T says tiger. And T says tomato. And top. T for tiger, burning bright. Say the sound T, T, T. And here we have the practice session. T means slanting line and standing line. Clear? And here we have the crayon practice. First we will draw sleeping line, then standing line, again standing line and sleeping line. Clear? In this way we have completed our letter T. Now we have letter U. U says umbrella and U sounds U sounds umbrella, and U says uniform uniform. U says urn. U for umbrella, stay us dry. Say the sound So the sound of U will be Now move to the writing practice. And here we go from here to this side. Okay? And our letter U is completed. Now we will play with the crayon. And it will be like this. Letter U is completed. And this is our small letter U. It is completed in this way. Now we have letter V. V. V says victory. And V says van. Van. Virtual. Volcano. Okay, and we have to make the V like this. It will be like this only. Clear? And your letter V is completed. Now we will do the crayon practice. Slanting line and slanting line. In the small V, we will do the same thing. Slanting line and slanting line. Clear? Now we have letter W. W says watch. And the sound of W will be W. Watch. Wheel. Well. W for watch. Tell the time. Say the sound. And now we will do the writing practice here. Slanting line and slanting line. Slanting line and slanting line. In this way our letter W is completed here. Now we are going to do the crayon practice. Slanting line, then slanting line, slanting line, then slanting line. Clear? Now slanting line, slanting line, slanting line, and here we have our small W. Now we have letter X. X sound, X. And we will read it first. X for Christmas tree. X for xylophone. X for X-ray. X for Christmas tree, full with toys. Say the sound kiss, kiss, kiss. Okay, so the sound of X will be kiss. Now we are going to do the writing practice here. First we will draw one slanting line, then again slanting line. Here we have another one also. Slanting line and slanting line. Clear? Now we are ready to do the crayon practice here. Slanting line and here we have slanting line. Now the small x will be in the same manner. Slanting line. Clear? Now we have your letter Y. Y sound, y. Y sound, y. Y for yoga. Yoga. Yacht. Yawn. Y for yoga, keep me calm. Say the sound, y. Okay, now we are going to do the writing practice here. It will be y. And here we have the small and capital Y. And now we will do the crayon practice also. We will start from here. Slanting line and standing line. And here we have the small y, slanting line and slanting line. Clear? In the same way, you will also complete this. Now we have letter Z. Z says zebra. Z says zero. And Z says zigzag. Okay? And the sound of Z will be Z. Z for zebra, black and white. Say the sound Z, Z, Z. Now we have writing practice session here. First we will draw one sleeping line, then slanting line, then sleeping line again. Again we are going to do the practice. Sleeping line, slanting line, sleeping line. In this way we have completed the writing practice of our letter Z. And here we have the crayon practice. Then slanting line and sleeping line. This is our small z. Okay, in this way your alphabets has been completed. Now you have to fill the missing letter in this activity. After A what comes? It will be B. After B it will be C. After C it will be D. Okay, and in the same manner you have to complete the full activity. Write